So, Johnny, are you happy in life?
Yes, because I have all my wants and needs.
All right, I would say yes, I am happy because I have all my basic needs met plus more, and all my kids are generally healthy and happy. And I would say this is the happiest time of my life because major stressors are out of the way.
Hello, I am Grace's grandmother, and the question she has posed to me is if I am happy and when was my happiest time. So I would say I am definitely happy, and there were very many times in my life where I was very happy. However, I would say my happiest times were when I was home raising my children.
Are you happy in life?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I surround myself with a good group of people and I realized how I like to enjoy my lifestyle by keeping things clean.
Okay, so I'm Grace, and I would say that for sure I'm definitely happy right now. Um, I just feel like there's a lot worse problems that are going on in the world, and I kind of have like a carefree mentality that just allows me to not get worked up over small things and stuff like that. So I feel like in my life, I don't have much to complain about, and I would say that that makes me happy, especially being with, family and having a job and living in a nice area. Like, those are all aspects that make me happy, which we've talked about in class. So, as I'm studying happiness as we age, I came across this article titled "Does Happiness Change as You Get Older?" And there was actually a study done with 1.3 million Americans. They were asked, would you say that you are very happy, pretty happy, or not too happy? And this study was taken with this million group of people ages 13 to 96, and it found out that actually that young adults were the happiest among the group, which I thought was interesting just as a study and statistic. So one of the reasons that this finding was so insane and interesting among all of these researchers was that past research has shown that usually it's a steady incline of happiness as you get older. Like when you're in your 60s and 70s, that is when researchers have, concluded that you are the happiest. So, this study from San Diego State University that I have just mentioned about actually kind of disproved that. And so our research within the last 5 years is kind of showing that, you know, you're kind of happier at your youngest points, which is interesting. And this is not to say like among all people, but I just thought that was, something that stood out. In another article titled Happiness Across the Lifespan, they actually kind of mapped out where your happiness is from time to time in your life. And it kind of, it went like it has a little dip in it. So this is in your mid 20s, kind of like your prime of your life, whatever. So your happiness is here. And then as you age, it slowly declines like 40s and 50s. But then they found that once you reach 60, your peak happiness also it comes back up again. Maybe this is due to less stress, retirement has a lot to do with that. So there are a lot of factors that kind of play into this, when you're happy, when you're not. And I think that when you're in your midlife, they say, "Oh, I'm having a midlife crisis." That's like a common saying. So I feel like that kind of plays into it, how you kind of get stuck. Maybe you're in a pattern, maybe your marriage, like that's the time when it's not working. There are a lot of factors that also play into that. which is probably why researchers are finding that dip in your life of your happiness. So as my project comes to an end, I just wanted to point out that I feel like the research that I've done for this project, it kind of was what I had already thought in my head about happiness and age and how it's related. But I just think that's so interesting interviewing my 60-year-old grandparents are happy as well as me who's 20. So it kind of plays out in the research. But yeah. Thank you.